What's up, guys? So I think I had some technical problems here. Um, I don't know what happened, but just to know if you guys are still there, if you guys can hear me, you guys can say something on the chats, just so I know that everything's working the way it's supposed to be. Hello, Erin. Yeah, thank you, man. Um, I don't know what happened, but yeah, I'm back. It's working. All right. Thank you, Silent Moon. What's up, Kevlar? So, yeah, I was talking to um, John about the Unify and things like that. So, I don't know if you're here, but yeah, try to use the Z plugins, Scale Master, and try to set the ZBrush Scale Unify, and then try to do the Dynamesh again. All right. So, whoa. Hello, Whisker King. So, what I'm making? Yeah, I'm making this droid. Um, we are creating this droid from scratch since the first string. So if you didn't see this, we that's how we started. So I start from this base mesh. I create like some primitives and to create the design and silhouette. And I've been working for I don't know 6-7 hours on this base mesh, and then we turn into this. And the goal here is to design this droid. Actually, I'm designing this droid for a short move that I'm working on. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a cool badass droid, and you're welcome to stay and chat with us while I'm doing. All right. Yeah, I'm going to do like very, very sharp lines. It's going to be like very Mac thing. So right now I'm just separating the panels right now, and in a moment I will clean up this. So stay tuned. Let me just fix my Wacom here pretty quickly. Wacom. Yeah, it's kind of process to do yeah hard surface. It's not uh, my strength point, but I like to play around doing some hard surface modeling. So yeah, I want to see your that scoops that you do, that those miniatures that you do. So send me a heads up on Instagram so I can see your work. What's up, Frank Iuchi? Yeah, um, we have like some kind of problem with the stream, but now I'm back. Um, I actually don't know what happened, but yeah, here we are. Let's continue it. Just change some configurations. All right. Oh, you can send me a direct message and then I will follow you. Or you can follow me and I will see that and I will follow you back. I like to see the work of other artists. Feel free to do so. Yeah, it's Deryck Pelegrini. And you can look for me with Deryck.art. Hello, Erin. And if I recommend to work with different, yeah, you can do it both ways. You can do it both ways with subtools or. In a moment, I will separate this in different subtools just so I can clean up the those panels and things like this. So yeah, it depends on the character, depends on what you're doing. The thing is, there is no right way to do it. Um, the important thing is to do. But yeah, so let me do some extractions right now. Let's save this. It's big textures to do in ZBrush. Um, well, if you have like let's say that you already have the topology for the model and you have the head topology and the high poly model on the same topology, you can use multi-map exporter, and here you can export a lot of maps, like displacement, normal map, ambient occlusion, cavity, and so on. But yeah, but usually I bake my maps on other software and third-party software. So yeah. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, if it is because of the stream, but the sensibility of my Wacom, it's like super crazy. It's not working the way it's supposed to. Yeah, like Substance Painter. So usually what I do is I export my high poly model, and I bake my textures inside of Substance Painter. So yeah, that's what I do. All right, thank you, Winsker King. Nice. After the stream, I will take a look on your miniatures. Yeah, I do use Substance Painter at work and for my personal stuff too. Um, yeah, I didn't restart the Wacom service, so let me see if that worked. I don't know why this happened. I think it happened something like this last week, where I kind of lose the sensibility of my Wacom. That sucks. So let me see. Mm, just a moment, guys. I will try to reset my Wacom. Just a moment. Resetting. Um. Okay, let me see. Okay, so now all my monitors are crazy. Let me fix this. Frank is asking if I ever use Blender. Yeah, I do use a little bit of Blender and Marvelous. Yeah, but I use a bunch of different softwares. Hello, Susan. This is the sketch staging, right? Yeah, this is actually the sketch stage. I'm just blocking everything, and I'm just trying to fix something here on my Wacom, and I will start to create some pinot loops and clean up the shapes. So stay tuned. Mm, Okay, so I think I'm good to go. Let me just remove the used Windows ink, and hopefully we'll be. So let me save this. I will close ZBrush real quick and I will restart it. Just a moment. Just to see if my reset makes any sense. I recently switched yours. Let me just see if I have the pressure right. Yeah, now I think it's working the way it's supposed to. I will even change the point of my Wacom. So today we are having a lot of technical troubles, so I'm sorry about that, guys. So yeah. Let me just change the preference again. My draw size. So yeah, let's start to create some panels here. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. My tablet's not working the way it's supposed to. I will have to take a look in this later. So there is two ways that I can approach this. I can extract this and then zero mesh it and stuff, or I can use the math brush, but I'm going to go with the old way. If UV and unwrapping, it's easy to do in ZBrush. Well, you can actually you can open UVs with ZBrush, but it's not that precise, you know. So usually what I do is after I have my high poly model, usually I open the UVs on Maya using the Unfold 3D. But yeah, you can actually open the UVs using the UV Master. And I actually use a lot to do a lot of like scats and things like this. I use it all the time, the UV Master, to open my UVs. So I'm gonna use this track. So it's quite too big. Change a little bit the thickness. Whoops. Seven. Yeah. So I think I can have a nice one than this. Let me just delete this and I will do it again. I'm just sharpening my mask to do this traction. Yeah, that's better. And now you use just the shell part. What do you mean? Like if I need to open the UVs to go to substance painter? Is that what you saying? Yeah, you do need to open the UVs to go there. And I do a lot of this. If you take a look at my Instagram, I have some characters in there that I did everything inside ZBrush, and I opened the UVs inside of ZBrush, and then I just took the model to Substance Painter to do all the textures and things like that. Take a look at my Instagram. I had this uh, kind of a Mac girl with like a head suit. Um, it's kind of an armored suit, and everything was done in ZBrush, like from the model to the UVs, and then I exported everything in Substance Painter to do the textures. So yeah, I did the model and the UVs inside of ZBrush. You can take a look in this. So now that I extract this piece, I will do I will delete the hidden part and I will clean up this. Thank you, Hizuzan. Yeah, that's one of my favorite series to do. And yeah, probably on the next streams I will work on some of those characters. And yeah, I develop everything inside of ZBrush for those characters. It's kind of very sketchy, you know. So I do the model and I do the UVs, and then I go to do the textures on Substance, and but everything else is done inside of ZBrush. Um, well, I can show you on other opportunities. Maybe when I do some of those Space Coffin Girls models, I can show you how to do it. But yeah, hello Nate Miniatures. Um, yeah, ZBrush Core is a great software. So um, I don't actually use ZBrush Core, but yeah, take a look on the videos and things like this. You know, there's a lot of content on this, and then you can see if that attend your the things that you need. You know, so go for it for sure. No problems, Frank. So yeah, now I have this. Yeah, you're welcome, Nate. So what I'm going to do here is I will create a zero measure of this. I'm just trying to create a lower topology. Let's see. Um, I think here it's good, and I can kind of play around to make it more crispy, to have more sharp lines. I'm using my mouse right now because I really don't know what's happened with my pen tablet. I have no control whatsoever over my tablet right now. So it's awful to play around. So here you guys can see that I have a very better and cleaner shape than before. And I think that will work just fine. And if I have like the lines are not very straight, I can use the Z modeler to remove some ads and make things a little bit easier for me, like this. All right. And I can even do this. I will merge these lines together like this. And I also don't think that I need this anymore, or even this. So yeah, this way it's easier to manipulate the geometry. All right. What's up, Felipe? How are you, my friend? Yeah, I also can't wait to see the short move uh, done. Let's see. I don't know if you were here on the last stream, but I did show to everyone a piece of kind of a animatic, a block out of animatic. So let me show you. Uh, so here it is. So yeah, that's the character that we are creating right now, and I just did like this, trying to figure it out some scene for the short, and yeah, I just used the base mesh that we did on the first stream to create those shots. So let's see how this is going to turn it out. Yeah, so here we have the droids on the hero pose. So thank you, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the same thing that I did here for the other parts. And again, sorry guys, but my tablet is really, really awful right now. I don't know what's happening. So I'm having to use the mouse at, at some points to create the shapes. So yeah, it's very awful. So I'm just kind of draw the shape that I want here, like this. Okay. Change for base material. So I think that will be enough. And I will extract this and accept. I will just use the top part and delete the hidden part. And again, I would just do a ZBrush. And I will keep ZBrush until I found a shape that I can use. Uh, well, I think that's enough. Again, I can use the Z modeler to kind of clean up the shape like this. What's up, Thiago Flores? How are you, my friend? Thank you. Thank you very much. If I know a tutorial, um, yeah, there is a lot of good tutorials on ZModeler, and yeah, so here's the deal: the best way to learn the ZModeler is to actually trying to use it. So there is kind of a lot of features in that, you know. So the best way to learn is trying to do something with the ZModeler, and then you can start asking as you go. You know, like let's say that you are doing like a piece of a armature, for example, and then you start using ZModeler for that. And as soon as you like get stuck in something, you can go to YouTube. Here on the Pixologic channel, we have the Ask ZBrush, and then there's a lot of tips for ZModeler on those videos, and you can really quickly learn a way around for your trouble. All right. Yeah. So Frank, I do streams every Thursday, so at the same time, the same channel. Hello, CRK0. How do you access the ZModeler? So the ZModeler is actually a brush, and you can find the ZModeler here on the brush palettes. And here it is. What I did is I just assign a hotkey to the ZModeler because I use it a lot. So I have hotkeys for all the brushes that I use the most, and ZModeler is definitely one of the brushes that I use the most. So I have a hotkey for that. That's how I call it. Yeah, Ask ZBrush is super helpful. You know, I actually use all the time. I go there to like search for um, tips and things like this. Yeah, I love it. So yeah, go to Ask ZBrush to learn some new tricks. Oh yeah, for sure. Using the ZModeler on ZBrush is super useful. I actually love it. So I will just try to match this shape here. And again, with ZModeler, I can quickly fix this. Like this, and then just move around. And I really want 9-degree angles on this no these props for the helmets. So I want to be like this. I really appreciate his videos, and you can always turn the speed on the video down if you want to see some detail. You know, you can slow down the video. So yeah. um I want to make like leather boots for a female. Do you recommend ZModeler to do that? Yeah, totally, man. I use ZModeler for everything that I can. Actually, guys, the thing is, I try to use the most the ZBrush whenever I can. All right, so I will stay in ZBrush. You know, if I can resolve all the problems that I have inside of ZBrush, I will do in ZBrush, and if I find myself doing something that it's not working, I will just change for to other application. But the thing is that nowadays ZBrush has like very powerful tools that you can do almost anything here. All right. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you to do those boots on ZModeler. You can do like the thing is that you can sculpt like a high poly of those boots, like if you were sculpting in real clay, and after you find the design that you want, you can like do a zero measure of this and use the ZModeler to recreate the topology that you want. So yeah, I would highly recommend you to do this. That's actually what I do. So yeah. So it's easier for me to manipulate the shape when I have, you know, a low density mesh like this. So here, as you guys can see, it's easy for me to put the points exactly where I want. And so we have this result here. Yeah, CRKO. I do have a personal channel. You can follow me in there. It's the name of the channel is Deryck.art, and I have some content in there, and I'm trying to organize myself to start doing more content on my personal channel. But yeah, you feel free to follow my channel. It's Deryck.art on YouTube, and I have some videos where I show my process to do a bunch of different things. So I have videos showing like stylized characters, or I have video doing like clay sculptures or sculpture and anatomy, and yeah, there's a bunch of different things in there. There's a recently I just uploaded a video that I did of a likeness of like a real character. Yeah, you can see everything on my channel. It's Deryck.art. Feel free to go there. All right. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, that would be great. Yeah, go there, have a look. And if you go to my channel, you will also be able to watch the teaser for the short film that I'm doing. And it's a very you know, personal project for me, and we will be able to watch on my channel. But I can show you guys a little bit of that teaser here. I did the whole character inside of ZBrush, and I like it's somehow something like a 3D concept of a video. It's like a 3D concept video. Yeah, I can post the link for my channel here. Let me just show you guys the teaser that I'm talking about. So this is going to be like the overall quality of the short that I'm working on, and this character that we are working on the live is going to be for this short movie. Here the droid there is going to be hunting this character, Yellow. So yeah, and you are able to watch this teaser film inside of on my YouTube channel with audio and everything. So this is just a test that I did. As I said, it's some kind of something like a 3D concept video, just so I can have a feeling of what I was planning. And yeah, and this character that we just saw on the video was fully done inside of ZBrush, and I did like the sculpture, and I did the UVs, and I decimated everything to do the textures and do a quick animation, this walking animation, just to see how the character wore on like a real world. So yeah, you can see this kind of thing on my YouTube channel. Let me share with you guys I have the link in here. Just a moment. So here it is, the link for my YouTube channel. Feel free to check that out. If you want to subscribe, I appreciate that. Um, hello, Arian Leonhard. All right, some tips for me. When I render, my colors are always burned or too dark. Well, can you show me like a render of what you mean? I don't know if I get what you said. When you render where? Like on ZBrush, inside of ZBrush, or you mean when you do your renders like on a other software like V-Ray or something like this? I didn't get it. Thank you, CRK0. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. So Frank, if you can texture your boots in Substance Painter, yeah, sure, you can. That character that I just show you guys on the teaser, it was scoped inside of ZBrush. I opened the UVs inside of ZBrush, and yeah, then I did the textures on Substance. Yeah, you totally can do this. Go for it. So yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Which one? Which model are you referring to? Okay, okay, Leonhard. Feel free to do so, man. If I can, I will try to help you for sure. Send me the pictures so I can understand what you're saying. So that I just did here, like creating the spinels for the character, I will probably do this on every single cut that I have here. So let's see how this will looks like. First of all, let's do a final loops. Whoops. Let's remove the bevel, the polish, and do a little bit more thickness. So here we have it. But instead of going outside, I wanted to go inside. So I will change my elevation to minus 100. And I don't need any loops right now. So let's do like this. So yeah, I think that I have a nice clean topology now. But if I smooth this, it doesn't look so sexy, right? So I need to do some fixes here. Some of your early sculptures have a lot of more movement. Um, yeah, I am a comic book fan, but yeah, I try to be as loose as possible on my sculpts, and it depends on the work that I'm doing, but usually when I'm doing like a sketch or something that is more, I'm not going to finalize or something like this, it's easier to make the model seems like more fluid, let's say, you know. But once you start to put a lot of details and have to finalize the model and things like this, it's easy to make the model feel stiff, like, so it's very difficult to make a final model with a lot of movement and things like this. And yeah, if you want to see like an example of some model that I think that it has good movement and it's kind of finalized, you can take a look. There is this movie that there is this. I have this video on my YouTube channel that's called Vase of Titans, and there you can see like a good example of like a fluid sculpture, like going from a mannequin to a final sculpture, and with a lot of movement and no symmetry and just like pure flow. So if you want to see something like this, try to take a look at this work. I think you would, maybe you like it. Hello, Eudora Kai. How are you? What is your favorite superhero, Frank EOC? Spider Man? Have you ever sculpted Batman? Oh, okay. So you're talking about Batman. Yeah, I never scoped any Batman. Um, I really enjoy it, but I never did any sculpture on Batman. Actually, Batman is the favorite one of a lot of people. I really like Batman, and what I really want to do. I don't know if you ever watch Flashpoint Paradox, and it's that story where Bruce Wayne dies, and then his father becomes the Batman. And I really want to sculpt that version of Batman where Thomas Wayne becomes the Batman. So yeah, maybe I would do something like that on the future. I'm not doing like a lot of fan arts because I don't have like a lot of short time, you know. I don't have a lot of like free time, So when I have my free time, I nowadays I try to work on my own things and I try to create my own worlds and try to create my own characters and yeah. But yeah, recently I did like a fun art of Omni Man from Invincible, just because I was so hooked on the series, and I said, okay, I'm going to give up and do a fan art of this. But that was it. Usually I don't do a lot of fan arts, but yeah, maybe on the future I can do like more fan arts here on the stream. It's kind of easier to follow a concept or something like this, like from like a good concept. It's easier to follow. So yeah, maybe on other streams I can do like fan arts or things like that. But if I would do, I would probably do something from Frank Frazetta, or something on those lines that I really enjoy it. So yeah. So in order to make this like a little bit cleaner, I'm gonna use the Z modeler again and just add some adds here to make the pinos look more sharp. Okay. Yeah, yeah, Flash is one of my favorites too. And yeah, it's kind of difficult to usually when we see like sculptures or like action figures or something like that, people tend to do the characters like on a stiff pose, like or T, like almost like a T pose, the character with the arms down or no movement at all. And yeah, but there is this 3D sculptor of the Flash that Danielle Bell did it, and it's like Flash running, very very dynamic pose, very very stretched, and there is like so much flow on that piece, and I think it's one of the best Flash that I ever saw, and the anatomy is like on point, and you can feel the movement on the sculpture. So yeah, that's one of my favorites actually. If I ever did have to sculpt a horse, yeah, I actually did. I used to work on a VFX studio, and we have to do like those horses and things like this. And yeah, I did some horses. And I had to study the anatomy for the horse and things like that. It was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed to do it. It's it's as much fun as doing like a human character. So yeah, I already did that. Oh yeah, sculpts. I also did some miniatures for tabletop games, and yeah, the thing with the proportion are it's quite something. You have to make things a little bit bigger, so you're able to see when the the character is printed. So yeah, it's kind of a challenge to do it and make it feel, you know make it seems good. So yeah, it's not easy at all. Remove the bevel. Yeah, I don't know by name. Like Perry Miniatures. Yeah, I don't think that I recognize the name, but yeah, I can remember Perry Miniatures. For sure, for sure. We will take a look on the as soon as the stream it's over, for sure. So so here I will use a different approach. I would just use the crease. Like this. Yeah, but before tree crease. Uncrease it all. Yeah, I think it's too much. Let me use the insert again. Yeah, my tablet's not working. Yeah, so now I have a now we can see like a very, very clean line for the pinos. Oh yeah, Frank, I already sculpted a lot of monsters. I love to do them. Don't worry, man. Keep doing, keep pushing. Uh, I don't know if you will reach a level where you are satisfied with what you're doing. Uh, I think that's a good thing. If you're not happy with the results, it means that you know that you have to improve, right? And I think that's a good thing. Okay, so keep pushing, keep doing your texture work, your sculptings, whatever you're doing. If you're not happy, just keep studying and keep doing. I think it's a good thing when you're uh, you know satisfied with what you're doing. So I don't think I don't think that every artists are. That's the whole deal. We are always like, okay, I probably couldn't do I would probably be able to do something better than this, and I think that's a constant state when you're an artist. You're always think that you could do better, but yeah, keep pushing. Constance is the key. Yeah, Frank, totally. Doing like Halloween masks, you can like do it inside of ZBrush, like A very, very nice Halloween mask, and then after that you can print it, on a 3D print. And sure, ZBrush, you can do every basically everything that you want inside of ZBrush. Go for it. So yeah, here we have like a uh, nice clean cut here. I really enjoying this. So the idea is to do the same thing for all the parts of the helmet and make this as clean as possible. So as you guys can see, we have kind of a good topology here. And I can even merge this down and combine this on the same. So yeah, and I'm gonna do this. I will probably do this over the weekend, but I can say to you guys, it's basically the same technique that I did here. I'm gonna use it for the whole thing. All right. So imagine this whole helmet with those clean lines. You know, that's going to be the ultimate goal. Oh yeah, that's a nice quote actually. Nice quote. Yeah, that's it. I couldn't say it better. You know, that's exactly that. So the key is to keep doing and keep practicing. What's up, Felipe Castellani? Como você tá, cara? Tudo beleza? É, então, a gente ficou trocando ideia aí e eu tive alguns problemas técnicos aqui com a minha tablet, com o stream também. Então, a gente fez algum cleanup aí na cabeça, a gente fez algumas peças aí também. But that's it. Hello, Diatlas. It reminds me of Ryeros from Apple City. Yeah, actually, I'm a super fan of Apple City, and yeah, it's definitely an inspiration for this. Uh, since the first time that I saw the first movie, I fell in love with uh, you know, with the characters and the story and everything. And yeah, it's totally inspired on Apple City. It's one of my favorite movies. So yeah. Hello, Victor. How are you, my friend? Yeah, I'm using ZModeler to refine the shapes. So as I was saying earlier, so here we can have we can see a cleaner version of the helmet, and the goal is going to be to do the same thing here, like for everything. So at the end, we're gonna have like those very clean panels and stuff. So everything's supposed to looks super crisp and kind of low poly if you look. Yeah. So I don't know what is this. What are those cubes? I'm gonna delete this. So yeah. For the muscles, if I use clay build up, yeah, I can use clay build up. To be honest, the brush that I use the most are clay build up, high polish, and standard, and then standard and flatten. Yeah, but I did use a lot of clay build up to build the muscles and things like that. But yeah, again, there is no like right brush to do it. You can do with any brush that you want. That doesn't matter. And use the one that you feel more comfortable with. That's the key. And try to be comfortable doing whatever you're doing. And yeah, you can use whatever brush you want. But yeah, I do use clay buildup. It's a great brush. There's so much brush on ZBrush, and you can use any one that you want. The important thing is think about the final result. All right. So okay, so guys, so here's what I'm going to do. Um, the same thing that I did for the head here. Uh, I'm gonna do this the same process. I will do this on the rest of the body and the head. First, I'm going to do this in the head, and then I will do this on the body, and then I will finally have the final character done. All right. So that's it. I'm going to take a further look on that Death Stranding art book to get some ideas and things like that. And let's see how this is going to be, right? If I use that studio for posing, no. When I'm like, if I need to pose a character, let me save this. Oh yeah, I will probably going to rig this character afterwards. Again, my plan is to use this character on a short move that I'm doing. So let me save this real quickly. Right. So let's say that I will pose this character. Right. So he's quite high right now. So I will do a decimation of this character real quickly. Okay, I can say to you that, but right now I'm quite a process and a decimation right here. So just a moment. So Felipe, what I'm going to do is the thing is I'm doing this short filmy. I'm doing on Unreal Engine, so I am kind of using like a process for gaming. So Yeah, but yeah, almost there. When halfway. So yeah, I'm kind of using like a game process for to do the short film. Uh, yeah, Unreal, amazing. What's up, Mad Digital? Someone just finished watching this post. Well, I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, what's up, Victor? Yeah, I'm actually doing everything by myself right now. I have a friend working on the soundtrack and the sound effects for the short, and but yeah, for the part of the production, like modeling, texturing, and rigging, and the like creating the scenes and things like this, I'm doing everything by myself. Yeah, it's just like a personal fun project, you know. So that way I can study a lot of things. But yeah. Oh no, yeah, I know him. I just didn't get it what he was talking about. No, I didn't use that studio. So as I was saying, if I want to like create a pose for this character, just dismate this to 10%. Oh, a little bit less, like 5%, even more, like say one. Yeah, so I think now it's okay. So now I have this mated version. You can do like with a high poly version, but it's going to be more difficult. But so here in ZBrush, I have my character, and I can go inside of, if you have, let's say that you have like more than one subtool in here, and there are a lot of separate subtools, you could go on Transpose Master and do a T-pose mesh, and then it would combine everything together, and you would be able to manipulate everything and pose the character. But so when I need to pose something inside of ZBrush, that's how I would do. Just use the transpose line and the mask brush. That's how I do it. Just using the mask to separate the limbs and using the transpose line to kind of create the pose. So yeah, just using the Transpose Master, I can play around and maybe put the character in some pose, you know. So Felipe Felipe is asking if it wouldn't be better for me to rig the character. Yeah, I can rig the character and I will rig it. But I mean, if I just want to try the pose for the character, or let's say that I'm doing like an action figurine, or if I'm doing like a character to for 3D printing or something like that. Usually, what you do is like you pose the character already inside of ZBrush, you know, and you can use the Transpose Master to do this. And I do it all the time, and other a bunch of other artists also do this. So yeah, Transpose Master is the way to go to do this for sure. So Frank, I just showed how to use the Transpose Master. Um, I mean, you can use the Transpose Master for static miniatures or action figures or something like that. You just have to use the Transpose Master to put the character on the pose that you want, and yeah, it works just fine. You know, of course, after that you have to clean up the things that you did, but yeah, it's totally possible to put the character on the pose inside of ZBrush. So, but for this character, the thing is, I'm going to do the topology, and after that, I will do the rigging, and after doing the rigging, I will do the UVs and things like that. So the character is going to be full animated. So I will finish this character like on a A pose, and then do the topology, and after that, doing the rigging. So yeah, hopefully, I will be able to ask a friend to do the rigging for me. Let's see if he will do it. But yeah, nice. So do you guys have any more questions? I think that I'm going to wrap up here. I'm reaching my timeline. So if you guys want to talk about anything to close up. Yeah, right now I'm not using the perspective, and yeah, I alternate between one and another. Um, so depend on what I'm doing, you know. So since I'm kind of designing things here and creating, cutting, and like mirroring and selecting, I think it's best to work without the perspective on, because I can select both things like with symmetry, you know. But yeah, I often adjust the perspective on the focal length and things like that. But yeah, I don't have something like that I use all the time, you know. Which one that I think that is more is exhausting? No one. I enjoy all the parts of the process. I'm not a rigger, uh, but yeah, every part of the process is a lot of fun, you know. Um, but my thing is 3D sculpting. That's where uh, my strength is on that 3D and like modeling, you know. But I think that every part of the process is a joy. Um, so no Diatlas. I don't have lessons in there, but I do have a gun road where you can find a base mesh or 3D printer characters or something like that. I actually have like two things only on my gun road, and I'm planning myself to put more content in there. So my idea is afterwards when I finish this character, I will make the character available on Gumroad so you guys can download it and check it out to see the you know, all the nice details on the character, and you can turn around if you can do whatever you want, but not right now. No, I actually, yeah. When you have to rig your character, you need to do the topology and everything. So yeah, the thing is when you have to work, you have to understand all the part of all parts of the process, and you know. So since I'm doing this short movie and I'm creating everything, I have to enjoy the process, you know. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it, you know. I would just keep doing my 3D sculpts and that's it. But yeah, I do enjoy all the parts of the process. Yeah, I'm going to think about that Diatlas, and yeah, but right now I don't have anything prepared you know, to to give it to you guys in terms of class or something like that. Okay, CRK Key Zero. You're welcome. Thank you very much for being here tonight. I appreciate that. What are my specs? Oh, I don't even remember that. I need to see it, and I can reach you back with those specs. But they're not nothing special for sure. Ah, pô, bacana, Felipe, cara. Fico contente, cara. Legal que você tá acompanhando aí. Aparece aí sempre, toda quinta-feira eu tô aí. Se inscreve aí no canal da Pixologic e toda quinta, esse horário eu tô aí. Valeu, cara. Obrigado mesmo. E manda ver nos estudos aí. So, yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm sorry I didn't progress as much as I wanted to, but that's okay. I think we are going on the right direction here. Let's see what next week will be. But probably I will bring to you guys on next week. I will on the weekend. I will probably work on the some parts of the characters on the character, and then I can show you guys how it's going. But again, I will use the same techniques that I already showed you guys here. Uh, that's it. Yeah, thank you, Frank. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate that. Thank you, Philippe. All right. Thank you, Matt Digital. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoy it. So it was a lot of fun, and that's it. Thank you, Zen PMC. Thank you very much. And again, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the Pixologic channel. And again, I'm here. I will be here again next week. So see you guys then. All right.